What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review of Real House Real Housewives of Potomac season 7 episode 4. Not all fun and games, okay? So let's just get up into it. We got Wendy out there kicking it with her family. We got Robin out there kicking it with her family. And basically what's going on is Wendy talking. We see the kids. It look like, her sons, they're getting like little training, for football or whatever. And you got the little baby Cameron out there doing her little thing. Mama was ready to go play, okay? She was telling Wendy, girl, you talking too goddamn much. The people that already seen this last week. It's time for you to come play with me. That's why I had you out here for, mama, okay? I ain't had you out here to tell daddy the stuff that he don't want to hear, okay? That's how Miss Cameron was, all right? I said, girl, go ahead and shake them up, baby. But Wendy had to tell Eddie all about the whole situation of meeting up with Peter. And did y'all see Peter and Phaedra? Two of the messiest bitches on this goddamn Real Housewives franchise ever. But hey, one other two, okay? But the only thing that I can say about Phaedra is Phaedra look decent. She look good. I ain't gonna lie about that. What else she brings, I don't know. I honestly don't, okay? Because I really don't see what people see up in her like that. I mean, I'm not against her, but anyway, that's neither here nor there. But back to the story at hand. She told him about the whole lounge situation, and Peter wanted to be a part of it and needing like 1.6 or 1.3 million dollars. And he said, so how much you supposed to be putting in on this? She was like $300,000. At this point, I feel like as soon as Eddie heard Peter's name, he really didn't give a fuck, and he stopped listening because he was like, oh, your friend. You did you hear that? When he differentiated and said, your friend, okay? And then when it came to the money aspect of it, like, if you think of it, 300,000 compared to the 1.6 or the 1.3, I can't remember which number it was. That's really that's not that much that she has to put in compared to the whole bigger picture, because it's still over $1 million that still have to be put in. But at the same time, you're not getting that much percentage. And then Wendy wanted to chalk it up to, well, I'm not gonna be up in there all the time anyway, so that's fine with me. And my whole thing is this: I'm not about to open up something that I'm just going to step in for a couple of days and then, lead to somebody else to work on. If that's my passion, if that's what I want to do and everything. No, girl, you got to at least be involved in it for the first few months or whatever. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? And I'm just sitting here like, Wendy, you don't have no time for none of this shit. And that's basically what her husband is telling her. Like, you doing all this stuff for the what is it? The candle essential line thing, and we haven't heard anything else about that. I don't even know if that's still up, and I don't know because I don't follow her. I don't follow these people, so I don't know if the candle line's still going on or whatever that situation is. And I just feel like you already went to the doctor and they done told your ass that, baby, you spreading your ass thin, you scratched the fuck out, plus your hormones is imbalanced or whatever after giving birth to your daughter. You need to kind of fuck down. Are you still a professor? You still going out here doing these speaking engagements? You got the essential home line. Ain't no telling what else type of foundations or charity stuff that she's doing, because I'm pretty sure Wendy is heavily involved with a whole bunch of other stuff as well. And now you want to do this. And so I'm just like, okay, girl, cool, whatever. Husband ain't really here for it. Meanwhile, she get into talking about what happened at the situation with my light is blinking. At the whole situation with the dance thing or whatever, Ashley event. I know I wasn't tripping. I'm like, what the fuck? Is my eyes blinking too, bitch? That's the light. Okay, I gotta get you to it. But anyway, so she was like, basically, her and Robin got into it. Robin was just being really mean and all this stuff. And at this point, I want people to stop saying bullying, okay? Because we use that bullying term a little too loosely. What Robin is being is a petty ass, shady ass mean girl. Not necessarily a bully yet, okay? I'm not going to throw it that far yet. And I'm only saying it because at this point, She was wrong as fuck for getting up at Wendy, like, and I forgot to mention that she was wrong as hell for getting up at Wendy like she was about to beat her ass. Girl, you weren't finna do shit. Sit your ass down when they was at that event on the other episode. But when it comes down to the Wendy situation and the Robin situation, I just don't understand how others don't see that. I don't give a damn if this is your quote unquote job. We're supposed to be filming your quote unquote real life or whatever. And in real life on this show, I thought that's what we were supposed to be showing. I feel like Robin being a little bit more realistic than Wendy in the sense of, if I'm not fucking with you because we got into it and you talked about my relationship and we haven't even spoke about stuff and you dragged me through the mud, which was deserved, okay? Because you was all on goddamn Giselle's tit last season. So you caught the bullets too with her, you know what I'm saying? Since you want to be Team Giselle and all that shit. So you got some of the shit too and you couldn't take. And therefore you in your feelings still about the fact that Wendy did what she did to y'all and somebody stood up to y'all asses and got y'all asses the fuck together, okay? And so you mad at that. Understandable. And in real life, in any real situation, I'm not going to invite you nor your kids to anything that's going on with what I got going on. Because if I don't fuck with you, why do I need to fuck? We ain't talked about shit. Why do I need to fuck with you? Why do I need to bring you to my stuff, okay? Because in reality, everybody's not going to be invited to everything. You know what I'm saying? Unless y'all trying to get some drama to pop off, that's the only reason why I can see why people want to get so-called mad that, you know, they didn't get invited to something. But where Robin went wrong at and what she was petty as fuck at, and she admitted that shit, and she was being shady at, was when she invited all of the women and their kids to this little fun day that she was having, which she claimed that she was talking to Juan that she was going to have this whole thing for everybody, you know, including Wendy. But, you know, she was being petty in her feelings because of the shit that popped off in that little, you know, dance studio, whatever. So at the same time, you know, she was being petty and she admitted that. Thank you for admitting that, because that's what I've been saying, because it was real petty and fucked up of her to invite everyone and exclude Wendy like that in her face to make her feel better, okay? What she should have done, because I truly feel like she had no intention of inviting Wendy or her kids in the first place. No, regardless of what she said, she just trying to save face up in that confessional to make it seem like she really was, but I really feel like she wasn't, because if you was, why would you do this, okay? No, because listen, we get into it, baby. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't care about you nor yours. Like you said, our kids haven't really been around each other like that. We probably went around each other a couple of times, but other than that, that's fine. We don't connect at the outside of the cameras or whatever. So why would I even be sitting here thinking about having my kids come over there with you? Like, Wendy, I just don't understand that part. Like, you said that shit hurt your feelings. I can understand that part hurt your feelings, you know, putting you on the spot, looking at everybody else getting invited, and you realizing this bitch is doing this shit on purpose. But at the same time, I wouldn't want my kids to be going nowhere around you, yours, or whatever until we figure out our issues. And especially if I'm not there, because Robin had the goddamn nerves to say, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send Candace a text message or a message or whatever, and I'm going to ask her to play auntie to Wendy's kids, because I don't want Wendy there. After the shit that went down at this little thing, I don't want Wendy there. So, you know, this ain't about the kids, but I just don't want Wendy there. So the kids ain't do nothing, so let them come. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. After you embarrassed me by inviting all them goddamn people and then had me sitting here looking like, where the hell my invitation at? You know, and I thought this supposed to be so-called about the kids or whatever. And then you want to insult me further by saying, okay, let's bring the kids, but bitch, you can't come to watch your own kids. Bitch, hell no. I don't fucking trust you to be around my goddamn kids, and I don't care who the fuck else is around, okay? I wouldn't let my kids have my sight to be around you or your rugrats. I'm just going to say that. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. And them kids will be the fuck okay. Missing out on that little bullshit that y'all probably finna do. That goddamn potato sack racing shit, baby, let me tell you something. Ashley wouldn't have made it on first jump. First jump, Ashley would have been face down on the goddamn floor, okay? I don't even know if I would have got up in some air. All right, that's just how it was. I said, this is what we doing. This is what we doing. We being petty as shit like that, okay? You know, stick to your grounds. You said they weren't coming. Robin just say they weren't coming. Don't try to backtrack. Stand on that shit, bitch. Okay, you know you was wrong for doing that shit in front of her face. And Wendy, get over it. And when I'm talking about getting over, I'm talking about not getting invited, period. Because listen, I don't even understand why you expected her to invite you right then and there. Because listen, you drug her ass. You drug her ass last season, and it's just like, fuck you, man. I don't want you around my shit. And then again, if you're gonna change the invitation, Robin, you invite Wendy and her goddamn kids. You don't put her kids off on somebody else and still be petty and say, bitch, you can't come. No, I'm telling y'all, they trying to ice the girl out the same way they was doing fucking Monique after that whole incident. It's the same fucking thing, you know, but we'll see how that shit goes. Meanwhile, Robin up there telling Wanda about the whole shit that happened with Chris and that whole situation and all that, and like it's just a messed up situation. We gonna see how that shit plays out, because you know, when you even got your good girlfriend, your main partner, saying that it's fucked up what you're doing, girl, I don't know how Giselle gonna fare after this, because I really feel like Giselle probably feel like she ain't done shit wrong. Whatever she's saying is what she's saying, and she gonna stand by it. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine, but understand, people gonna call you out on your shit. Okay? People really gonna call you out. How the fuck, Rob, you gonna tell Candace you gonna put somebody else's kids off onto another person and think that they parents gonna be okay with it just because, oh, I never had issues with the kids? Baby, you got an issue with me, bitch. And so therefore, you ain't gonna be around my kids and I'm not even there. I don't know what the fuck you might say or do. Listen, people is crazy these days, okay? I don't care. We don't know what goes down when the cameras ain't there. Hell no. I'm sitting up in the motherfucking parking lot, or the motherfuckers ain't coming. That's just what it is. So, you know, Robin really got on that phone and told Candace to tell, girl, bitch, Robin, if you ain't want to have Wendy at the goddamn thing, the least you could have did was send Wendy a text message and asked her your damn self if it's okay, if the kids can come with Candace or whatever. Bitch, that's adding more insult to injury. I said, Robin, bitch, you are being messy as all hell, and you really don't give a fuck. Now, baby, let me tell you something. I'm a messy bitch to a certain extent when I don't care about you, okay? If I got to be around you, yeah, I could do some things if I want to. But, baby, I'm not finna do all of this. Girl, what? Come on, Robin. You know damn well you'll feel some type of way if somebody did that shit to you. But, okay, I see what we doing. Moving on from there, we get, what's her name? Miss Kern. Okay, she up in the house trying to get rid of all the stuff in her refrigerator that she can't eat. She said, listen, I'm getting rid of this. And she talking to Raven on the phone, because I believe Raven is out there in New York, and she said, living her best life, all right? Who is 24 years old and just out there on a Met Gala red carpet and all that shit? I said, for real? All right, girlfriend, do what you gotta do. Anyway, so they just having a mother-daughter conversation. Girl, she said, listen, so she had to go to the doctor, and she had to go down the list of what her body can digest and what her body can't. It almost sounded like she was doing an allergy test too as well, because I feel like that's how the allergy test does. And honestly, that situation that she went through or whatever, trying to see what she can digest and stuff like that, I feel like I need to do the same thing, you know what I'm saying, girl, because y'all already know my own fucking issues and shit. Acid reflux was fucking up out of nowhere a couple of days ago. Took me the fuck down, okay? But I said, bitch, I ain't got no gallbladder. I thought that shit's supposed to fucking go away, because it did go away for a long time. Girl, I said, ain't this about some shit? She said, listen, we get to chicken and then kind of find out, you know, they call that the dirtiest bird ever. I said, what? For real, Karen? Tell me something I ain't want to know. It ain't like I'm finna stop eating chicken. She said, girl, I'm finna stop eating chicken. Finna throw that shit away because my body can't handle it. I said, your body can't handle it, but chicken does my body good, okay? Nom, 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 nom. But anyway, it was cute. You know, she was up there talking to Raven about how Bray feel, okay, about her getting a little tiff and fee updated or whatever. And she was like, you know what he don't realize is that me and Raven be having these girl talks all the time, so we know what's good and all that shit. So that was cool or whatever. Meanwhile, we get to Ashley. Ashley has her publicist come over to the crib or whatever, and so they're just trying to figure out. Of course, Michael's not there. I don't feel like we're gonna get Michael on screen this season at all, which is fine for me. Okay, 100% fine for me. But basically they're trying to get ahead of the news about them getting the separation, okay, because you got to go through the separation before they can actually get the divorce. So what they want to do is put out a statement to get ahead of things so people won't speculate as to what went down, because people already got their their notions and their ideas of what happened and all that shit. And I'm sitting here like, girl, don't nobody give a damn about that statement, because at the end of the day, if we watch the show and we seen the behavior that Michael has put on, and we seen the stuff that you have sat through, and you said okay, we and forgave or whatever, we already knew what it was, bitch. Okay, you finally opened up your eyes and said, I'm tired of it. We ain't compatible no more. And it is what it is. Now you can go be the hoe that you want to be. That's all that it is. You know what I'm saying? So putting out this elaborate, it was cute. The statement was cute and fluffy and, furry and all of that shit and warm and everything. Baby, when they had Ashley reading that goddamn statement and they was playing all them clips. They was playing all them clips of Michael and her in the background. And I feel like the only positive clip that we saw was when her and Michael got married. That's it. Everything else, baby, when she said the part about the kids, why did they have that clip up there when Michael was holding that drinking? I said, the editing a fucking mess. And even the publicist said that's cute or whatever, but it's still gonna be people that's trolling. I said, yeah, all you need and Ashley is to just say, me and Michael, we decided to separate. It is what it is, and that's what's good. Because we don't care about that other shit. We already got it made up in our mind. Even if you say ain't nothing happened, bitch, we know something happened. So it is what it is, But, she wants them to get ahead of it, like put it out in April. And I said, all right, go ahead and do what you got to do, Ashley Mashley. What? Like, okay, if this divorce happens, like, hasn't it been a year yet? Have they actually filed yet since they filmed this and since this came out? Anybody know some information? Put it down in the comments, because I'm a little nosy now. Y'all done put me up in your business. Now I want to know a little bit more, just slightly. Okay? Child, so it's time for Family Fun Day. Bitch, oh, I drizzled a little water on me. But, girl, now it's giving. We see Robin getting the kids together and having them help her get the stuff out the car. We see that Giselle only brought her older daughter. Is her name Grace? Grace, right? The 16 or 17-year-old one, right? To be honest, I would have thought that Miss Grace, or, she probably would have said, listen, I don't want to play around with these little kids. That's what Mia's little oldest son said. He only 13, and he said, no, mama, I got other shit to do. You can go play around with them kids. Take the babies with you, okay? They 4 and 6 or whatever, 4 and 2. Put them out there with them kids. I'm too grown for this, okay? I got my own life to live or whatever. I got my own peoples to see. Y'all go do that shit. I said, you know what? Mia said, bitch, when I pulled up on this shit, I should have listened to my goddamn 13-year-old and not turned in. Because, listen, she said Robin is basic. And honestly, yeah. I'm not even mad at her for saying that shit. Okay? But, yeah, I'm surprised Giselle's oldest daughter is there. Mia, while they was on the way, she talking to the kids, and they run past the Mormon church, and she was like, don't it look like Disney World or whatever? I used to think that this was Disney World when I used to roll past it with my aunt when I was younger. And then she gets into the whole story about how, she did have positive women in her life. Her mother just wasn't one of those at the time. And she said, she talked to her aunt because her aunt gave her some more insight about her mom, because her mom, she knew her mama, of course, before she started doing drugs. And she was like telling her, this was just something insightful that she told me about how when a person starts doing drugs, mentally, they get stunted. They stop growing mentally or in maturity. You know, they're still at that 20-year-old or 30-year-old that they were when they first started and all that shit. And I said, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, understandable. You know, and it was a cute little conversation that Mia was having. At one point, I feel like did Gordon ask if she talked to Candace if they in a good place, and she was like, I mean, I said hello to the girls, and if she was a part of the group, I mean, I guess I hope she included herself in the girls. We okay. And then they showed the clips of them being at the little Karen little thing, and they were not talking to each other. And I said, I mean, y'all cordial. And in this case, cordial means y'all ain't starting no shit with each other yet, okay? Yet. Even though Mia, your ass lied on Chris like it wasn't nothing, and you got caught up in that motherfucking lie last week, and you had to come on Twitter and apologize. See? Stop it. You've been doing this since your first season, girl. You've been lying so goddamn much. People don't know what to do with you. Okay? But they pulled up and she was like, what the hell? I'm looking at this like, first of all, Juan, I don't think Juan gonna be there, but his sister is there. You know, she said, or Robin's sister-in-law, you know, she's there. And with her baby, like baby. So this is family fun day, field day. I said, where the music at? Where's the grill at? Where the drinks at? You ain't getting no snack. I hope you ain't just got snacks for these kids. You better have a meal for these kids so they supposed to just go ahead and sweat it out or whatever. This supposed to be fun. Okay, we supposed to make it like a goddamn picnic in it and all that stuff. That's what we supposed to do. Barbecue and everything. We go out, we have fun, we play a little games or whatever, and then we come back down and we get some water, we get some drink, we get a little burger, we probably get a little hot dog for the kids, okay? And then I said, Robbie, you ain't got that? You ain't even get the snack size bag of chips or whatever that you come in a big old pack for the kids? I hope she did, because Rick died. What Mia said about this shit being basic, Robin. Robin, you need your ass kicked. I'm just going to say that. You really need your ass kicked. Because she's still on this whole tip about, you know, not inviting Wendy. And she said, listen, if it's really about the kids, then she'll let her kids come. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. If I am not there, I'm not letting my kids come nowhere, okay? Not around you people, okay? And I'm talking about you crazy people, how y'all be acting, all right? Hell the fuck no. I don't trust you as it is. I see how you do things after you done showed your hands when you did not invite my kids and me or whatever at the time, and you purposely did that shit to hurt my feelings. Okay, you accomplished that because Wendy did say it hurted her feelings. But girl, please, you really hope that lady would have showed up with Candace kids, her kids with Candace? Bitch, please, okay? I said you got you out your goddamn mind. And Wendy, I don't even know why you want your kids to come. I wouldn't even want your, like, fuck that. Don't include my kids. We ain't cool, okay? I wouldn't even make it the big deal. But yeah, Robin, you need your ass beat. So you got Robin finds out that Giselle is not, well, not Giselle, but Wendy is not coming because Candace sent her a text message. And when she told the group what was going on, okay, because Juan couldn't come because Juan had just had a root canal. Now, let me tell you something. Robin, you really wanted that man to come out there when his face was fucked up. Baby, when I had my root canal, I couldn't do shit. Now, I could do shit, but baby, don't nobody want to be outside in a little heat or slight heat in the sun and they face swollen and they can barely talk. They can barely talk, baby. We want to go lay down. That's what we want to do, okay? You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even judging Juan for not being there. Bitch, I wouldn't have been there either. Anyway, even though I needed it. So then we see, you know, like I said, Robin tell the group that, you know, who ain't coming, and then also that Wendy ain't coming. She like, oh, so it's not about the kids. No, it's about the kids, and it's about fucking being real, bitch. You fucked up this invitation. And even Karen said, that ain't right what you doing. Okay, you know you damn well you not finna allow your kids to go somewhere with somebody else and you not be there when y'all in a fucking issue. You know what I'm saying? So let's stop playing, Robin. Okay? I really want them to cut her ass up for this at the reunion. And they really have to go there with her ass because she really feels as though what she did was right. All right? Like I said, You knew that. You knew that. And if you really wanted it to be about the kids, and if you wanted to extend somewhat of an olive branch to make up for what you did, embarrassing that lady in front of all them people, you know, just what you did at that little get together, Ashley little get together, you should have at least texted her or called her your damn self and not played telephone tree with another person, a middle person, being a little scary bitch. Because that's what you was doing. Because you knew Wendy was going to cuss your ass out, or she was going to nice, nastily reject your invitation, you know. Either way, you got Jacqueline, who is Mia's friend. She shows up, you know, with her ex slash father of her kids, or her parenting partner. You know, why you just can't say your co-parent? We're co-parenting. Why we gotta be so extra? You know. But that's going on. Karen shows up. You know, like I said, Karen was already there. Baby, when Sharice get there, now see, when Karen was there, Karen was fine. As soon as Sharice get there, all of a sudden this you're not gonna let this lady make you pressed or whatever, that to the point that you gotta leave. Her presence alone just irks you, huh? You said, girl, I'm gonna try to make it seem like I actually got something going on, because she said she got a respiratory infection. Now, ma'am, if you got a respiratory infection, why are you out here in the potato sacks? Okay, and the way that she was hopping, I said, girl, get out and walk. The way that Mia was hopping, I said, girl, A for effort. Giselle said the booty is just, you know, the new booty, she ain't used to it. It's just too much to put up in the bag or whatever. I laughed at that. I ain't gonna lie, I laughed at it. But it was looking like it was fun for the most part, but then all of a sudden Karen just go into a coughing fit. And Mia taking her to the side. She was like, she just need her Z-Pack. Is there a CVS by? Is there a CVS nearby? You know, I got a respiratory illness that's going. I said, then why your ass is not in the house? You trying to pass out on the field to do what? To do what, Karen? Okay? And then it was like, what happened? You know she left because Sharice. It was like, because Sharice was like, she don't like me. No, girl, we don't like you. At least I tolerate you, okay? But I just need to know exactly what else is going on between Sharice and Karen, because it can't just be about that rumor about her possibly, you know, cheating with Mr. Blue Eyes or whatever. That, it just can't be that. Like, you're still holding on to that. I get it, but at the same time, bitch, I'm not gonna let nobody fucking spook me out. You know what I'm saying? Hell no. But yeah, so far I guess the kids was having fun, so that's all that matters. But Karen was showing up out of that. She said, walk me to my car, and I'll call y'all to let y'all know what's going on. But I'm about to get the fuck up out of here. Now, first, the way that she said it, it was like she was gonna come back. But then as we get into it, Mama was about to leave. I said, Karen, you should have stayed. So, you know, okay, Robin did have a little bit of food there, and it looked like a little bit some cater shit. But, you know, all right, I'll strike that back from what I said earlier. You know, it looked like, I don't know, it looked like it was cold. Still, when we go outside, we bring the grill out, okay? We bring the grill out. I guess that's had to suffice since Juan wasn't there to do the cooking or whatever, I guess. So, you know, I'm going to let that go. But, you know, they was doing a three-legged race, and all I can say is it seems like everybody was having a fun time. Regardless of how basic people was trying to make the event, truth be told, them kids didn't give a damn. They was out there having a good time. So, hey, it is what it is. You know, it's just that the parents and the adults was the one that was thinking it was basic. It kind of was, but what else did you expect? I mean, come on. You wanted something real elaborate coming from Robin? No. All right. You know, she planned this shit at the drop of a whim. Anyway, you got Candace popping up, right? Candace came through. She said, listen, they was like, you done missed most of the stuff. She said, girl, I wasn't finna participate. No way. I said, that's me, okay? Baby, when she said hey to everybody and we saw little Grace sitting over there and we saw Giselle sitting right next to Grace, she was like, hey, Gracie, oh my God, look at you. And then went about her business. Giselle said, Okay, so hello, like you say hello to everybody here, but yet you don't want to say hello to me. Like, come on, this is going on a little bit too long, and it ain't even that deep. I said, bitch, now Giselle, get the fuck out of here. Giselle really do be having all of the audacity, okay? All of the audacity to just really feel like people supposed to bow down to her. People supposed to succumb to her in any fashion when she lit the fire on shit, okay? You really think that lady finna come? If she have not talked to you in over a week since you have revealed this information to her about her husband, what allegedly happened to you, okay? Which nothing happened. You just felt a little bit uncomfortable and you're trying to make it seem as though that man put his hands on you. That's how, literally, all it is was you said that you felt uncomfortable with him being in the room. Okay, fine, and he left. You said he didn't do anything to you. He didn't say anything negative or anything like that, sexually subjective or anything. But the way that Giselle is putting it out here is making it seem like Chris is a predator. That's what it is, you know, and that's why we're not buying this shit. You know what I'm saying? Because then you say he didn't do shit. All right? So, like, come on. And you really think that lady finna say something to you? Girl, get the hell. All right? Meanwhile, we find out that, you know, Ashley shows up. They were sitting down there talking about her divorce and is it really happening? What's going on with the house? So I guess, you know, just about everybody that, you know, every time she go look at a house or whatever, somebody outbids her. So she's still on the hunt for it. And it's like, is it really her that's getting outbid or is Michael behind this as the reason why it's like being slowed up? You just never know these days. Because Michael ass out there trying to get a vasectomy, okay? Bitch, she felt bad that he was out here getting a vasectomy because she said, now it's just going to come real or whatever. I said, girl, what? You're not finna be with him, so therefore you're not finna have any more kids with him. You know, because his thing is, he feel like that she trying to have more kids. And she said, no, that's not what it is. The other ladies was asking, first of all, Mia said, no, that man just trying to get a vasectomy because he don't want no illegitimates running around while he out here doing his thing. And truth be told, I feel like that's part of it. And then Mia said also, bitch, you should have had at least 2 more so that you can get this check, this check. I said, now see, Mia, don't show your cards. Don't show your cards and don't show your hand. Draw that back because we already know about you. Okay? It is what it is and you just made it further clear. But, but Ashley, I don't know if this divorce is really going to happen. I don't know. And so, you know, one of the girls, Jacqueline, was like, so what did he do? It was like, he didn't really do anything. It was like, well, why are you getting a divorce? Okay, because she wanted a divorce, bitch. She wanted a divorce. Why are you asking all these 51 questions? She don't even know you like that. You know, and so she was like, because he wanted me to keep on having threesomes and stuff, and that's not what I'm into. And then Jacqueline up there talking about something, yeah, my man, at one point he wanted me to continue to do that shit or whatever. It was like, you know, trying to spice up the relationship. And once you start bringing people into your relationship, especially when it ain't even working, and you using that as a way to fix your relationship, it's already over and it's done with. It's already over and it's done with. Okay? And, you know, we find out Jacqueline, she don't know if she like, is she a bisexual? Is she a pansexual? Girl, she trying to figure out what it... Jacqueline likes what the fuck she likes. Just put it like that. No label, bitch. Okay? I said, fine, girl. We really don't care. But, all right, that's cool, you know. Meanwhile, we get, you know, Robin was thinking Candace was coming. Ashley was talking to Candace. I do like the fact that Ashley and Candace are cordial enough and cool enough to sit down and talk to each other about the baby stuff. And come to find out, Candace is no longer doing the egg retrieval. She had to stop the process because her follicles and stuff. It just wasn't taking. It just wasn't taking at the rate and the speed that it need to. And so she felt bad about that. And Candace was about to cry. And I would have been okay with it because that is an emotional thing. You know, when you want to do something so bad and it's just not working the way that you want it to work. And the other reason why I'm laughing because somebody put in the comments on last week's video, go say, is she gonna cry up in every episode? I said, now don't do that. Because Candace is quick to pull out a tissue. And sometimes it's warranted, but sometimes, you know, mama just... it's funny. funny. Y'all be cracking me fucking up in the comments, okay? If I don't respond, baby, just know I be laughing at y'all. Y'all, these reviews, the best thing about the reviews and the reason why I be doing this, if y'all don't know, is so that I can see what y'all be seeing. Because y'all, some of y'all need y'all own channel because y'all are hilarious. But, you know, Ashley said, you know what? I'll pray for you. I wrote you down in my journal. Don't feel bad. Don't feel like you know, not doing what you're supposed to do. She was like, you wrote me down in your journal? Oh, girl, what you talking? She was like, this ain't no, like, no voodoo stuff or whatever. She's like, no, like, some affirmations and all that stuff. I said, now, Candace, she said witchcraft. I said, now, girl, don't do that. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that. But that was funny. I do like the fact that they're okay for right now. You always got to say for right now because you know a shoe going to drop eventually. And then all of a sudden, 14 hours later, it gets word out saying that somebody leaked that Ashley was getting separated from Michael Darby. And she was like, I don't know who put this out here because my circle is pretty close and pretty tight. I said, obviously not. You better look at your publicist because she probably leaked the shit. I don't know. I'm not saying, but who else did you tell? Look at Giselle, bitch. She probably put the shit out. I don't know. I just want to blame her for everything. I don't know. So Ashley called a publicist trying to see what's going on. And Mama said, baby, I'm a little stressed out too because I don't know what the hell happened. And I said, all right, since y'all want to play that, you know. And the whole time, what I noticed, like, Ashley still loves that man because Ashley's still trying to protect that man. And granted, you don't fall out of love with a person, like, so quickly, you know what I'm saying, if the love really wasn't there. But she's still trying to protect Michael, okay? She was like, the whole reason why she wanted to put that statement out is so that he won't be demonized. But like the publicist said, you're the only one that's being praised. He's being demonized. And I said, again, regardless of if you would have put that statement out on your time or somebody leaked it like this or whatever, Michael was going to get the brunt of the negativity, okay? Because of his actions on this show and off the show. So, you know, there's really no saving that, regardless of if you know, he want to do stuff for his business or whatever, it was still going to come out and people were still going to say the same things regardless. And I just need her to get that and understand that clearly. And this is why you should have already had your house and stuff together before you wanted to put out there to anybody that y'all was getting a separation or whatever, because you're still living in the house with this man. The man was flying over there to Vegas and messages wasn't getting through, and then now the phone basically is going, I think he blocked her ass because he ain't listening or he ain't trying to listen to her or, you know, talk to her, whatever. And I mean, I get it. I get it, but hey, it is what it is. Shit is about to get messy next week, okay? But y'all tell me how y'all feel about this episode, and I will see you guys later. Peace.